Hey y'all, this come by way of brother BR in the comment section, and he sent me this link because again I did not really know about this until doing a little more research. And apparently at one point it was believed that Jazmine Cashmere tried to take down Carmello Anthony. As a matter of fact, I put did in front of it, but this is kind of the lead up to it. Um, J- Jazmine, star Jazmine Cashmere, tried to take down Carmelo Anthony. Right now, I put the end on because this is kind of the attitude of the BAW. Right, they'll destroy the man, but want Jeezzus to save them. Jesus. You got to say it like that to save her, right? And so this story right here is kind of a fickle story because you don't know what to believe because this seemed like this would be typical of somebody in this industry to do. I mean, dare I remind you of Corinne Steffen. You know, she used to be a superhero of some type. They used to call her Superwoman. No, Super Girl. They were talking about she has a good head on her shoulders, and somehow that super went to how she had a good head on her shoulder. But I don't know. She was super something with a good head on her shoulder. Something about the head that she had on her shoulder. But anyway, I digress. She wrote a book, Miss Corinne Steffen, outing about every Afro man in the history of celebrity. I mean, that's how many carousels she rode. And she wrote a book about it. She got angry when people called her by her superhero name and all kind of stuff. Come to find out, her superhero name came to her by her. So nobody called her superhero name. She called herself her superhero name. I wondered if she ever lived up to her superhero name. But in any case, so when you see a story like this, you kind of don't know what to make of it. All right? You kind of don't know what to make of it. And everything in this story seems plausible. Seems plausible that she could have made up a Twitter account and tried to, get some money out of Carmello. Seems plausible that it could have been fake. And she did make it up. But I don't know if this is going to get rid of any confusion, but this is to make people aware of what the story really is. All right. So before I get into it, first let me greet everybody. Havorden Hardu Gudog, Ola Oi to the Bane, Vasas Los Bonjour, mes amis. Keru, Bali Konnichiwa, Nihao, Nihama, Sani Bonani, Jumbo Havari Gani, Assalamu alaikum and Shalom. Okay? Now, for those of you that would like to help me in what I do in the community for the children and all the rest of that stuff, my PayPal me and my Cash App will be in the description box. For those of you that have groups on Facebook, if you can, please share the in the men's group on Facebook. Please share the videos inside the men's group on Facebook. Okay? Now, for those of you thinking about donating to my channel or anything like that, remember, you still take care of yourself and family first before you give anybody else a dime. All right? Because we got to take care of ourselves first. We got to be a good steward of our home. And then out of our abundance, we could do other things. All right. So with that said, let's roll right along with what's going on. So basically, the links to this story will be here. All right. And so one of the links, there's an old saying here in Sports Grid. This comes from the Sports Grid about trusting random Twitter accounts when it comes to potentially explosive videotapes. Don't do it. Okay, we've learned this the hard way after we followed some music producer with a couple of 100,000 followers down to the Dez Bryant Walmart fight surveillance video rabbit hole. All right, if you'll remember, nothing ever surfaced despite a week of intense speculation that a leak was imminent. And that's the problem when dealing with these females, these trolls, and everything. And these are people that will set you up, get you taken down, and stuff like that. Thus, this is the country in which we live. People lie for attention. Tastes get bought behind closed doors. Stuff happens. So let that be our fairest warning about the veracity of this person claiming to be Nicole B. Johnson. Okay, claiming to be. All right, Nicole B. Johnson claimed that Carmello Anthony has been diddling her, love the term, on the road trips and hasn't paid his tab. Apparently, she's open to the practice of accepting money for off-camera rehearsal. That is funny. Off-camera rehearsal. Oh, because she always get paid for it. Think about this. All right. So they do some research, and in the link, when you go look, they give a transcript of everything that was said. And I mean, everything that was said all the way down, right? And so basically, one is led to believe that this woman here is trying to extort Carmello Anthony. So this is what happens. They said, we're not in the business of dishing rumors about people's sordid love lives. So they didn't want to get into what's going on between Carmello Anthony and his wife. But we are actively looking for bizarre social media extortion attempts. All right, which this reeks of. So let her rant speak for itself. She posted his phone number for crying out loud. All right. And so last week, a Twitter account supposedly ran by ex-star Jazmine Cashmere sent out a series of tweets designed to blackmail the basketball star into handing over money to prevent an alleged sex tape from leaking to the public. The Twitter sphere was sent into a tizzy when a phone number said to be Mello was tweeted out as well. All right. So then what happens is Miss Jazmine Cashmere then did a tweet video saying that she does not know Carmello Anthony, that was a fake Twitter account. Why would somebody do that? If it's fake, why would she do it if it's real? See, and that's the point. Y'all, this is the major point. These women, the BAW in the United States, has acted with such dishonor and disdain for the Afro man, where he is just a target to just be lambasted and destroyed by them. And this is how they mentally think of us, to the point where Mrs. Cashmere, I forget her name, Nicole something, where she thinks that after being worn out by the industry, running up against that wall, that she is still a prize so long as she call on Jesus and become a pastor so she could lord that over whatever man gets with her. All right, and I'm going to put it to you this way. When I just put in, I went to another web a search engine, and I put in her name, and when I looked at what she does or did in the industry, I couldn't watch it. There are just certain things I don't like, and I don't even like to see. I think it's hit sick just hearing about it. And it's when they take that approach in Leviticus that the Most High calls an abomination. And it's an abomination, whether it's male to male, male to female. Period. That's how I see it. I mean, 2, 3 guys. I was like, wow. And these women think that they're still wife material because they turned their life over to Jeezzus. She probably can't have any more children, has children, and any man that gets with her, well, he's supposed to be a simp and forgive her for, oh Lord, this is just crazy. But in any case, at least she came out on a video and said that she did not know him, that it was a fake account. So we don't know what happened. All I know is he had his lawyers involved in to getting to the bottom of this. So is that the reason why she said I don't know him? It's not true, or whatever? We don't know. And honestly, the reason why we don't know is because every scenario that you could come up with this story is plausible because of the nature of man, but also the wicked mentality of the current state of the BAW in the United States. I'm serious. Men cannot really tell the truth without some BAW trying to shut them down. They'll shut you down on Facebook. They'll shut you down on Twitter. But see, got news flash for you. All right, like these BAWs are starting to, or have been shutting brothers down since. I mean, remember, this channel was making enough money that by myself, we were able to take care of the community, the people in the community here. We were able to put people back in college. We were able to take holds off of college. We were able to give money to start up Afro businesses. We were able to keep elder women in their homes, apartment, keep the lights on, keep the phone bills paid. Although we shouldn't have. Hindsight 2020, because all they looked at us for is just a resource. But I am so glad that those BAWs went on Facebook, got together, and said, let's destroy this man's income. So, because we're mad. Because what did that do? That stopped everything that I was doing for the BAW, but not the children. So you have to do a little less for children. Children, you teach, you train, you try to teach them some kung fu, you give them skateboards. You give them soccer balls. They're easy. All right. It was the BAWs that was always in trouble, needing help, needing rent. Now they need to go, and instead of having me just outright, all right, let me see your bill, let me see your situation, and outright just pay it. Remember the lady that I let stay in my apartment with all the gas tanks and stuff like that? All right. All that stopped. I don't do anything for them anymore. No more bill paying. None of that. Why? Because they seek to destroy us. Now I try to stay away from them. All right. And this is the problem. It's getting to the point where even if she did something or not, it is better for us to stay away from them women, because all this is likely. And it is so likely because he's an Afro man and it's a BAW that's doing it to him. Think about that. At the end of the day, these women still think they're queens. They don't think, like in the thing, we love you, black man, from your queens. Think about this. And then when they get to kings, they have a little boy. But that boy is with a single mother. If they love the Afro man so much, how come we can't raise our children and not do it out of the system? Nah, ain't no love there. So we don't know what's true because there's no love there. There's no respect there. Oh, and what we've known to happen is these situations where these women take every opportunity available to them to extort and expunge the man of his resources, especially if he's an Afro man. All right. But at the end of the day, she did physically come and say she didn't know him. And we don't know why it happened. She could have said it because she didn't know it. It could have been a fake account. But see, that's the point. We don't know because it is likely that she's lying because they're that good. It is likely she didn't do it. It is likely she did, but then the lawyers got to her. It is likely he did, but his lawyers got to her. Whatever the reason, back in the day, the Caucasian women used to go to jail before they give up source who they've been with. The BAW, no such problem. As a matter of fact, they got with people to out them, to destroy them, to see if they could destroy their family. This is how they think on a constant basis. Let's see how we can destroy an Afro man. Let's see if we could take his channel down, take his silence him from speaking. So now we don't believe anything they say because we don't know if it's true or not. Because it could be true, then again, it could be a lie. See, that's why we're getting passports and escaping. And we're escaping the D police too. By the way, this is a no D police zone. With that said, I'm out.